The night in Ravenshade was suffocating, its silence as thick as the darkness smothering the town. Emily Sanders, a reserved woman in her late 20s, inherited her grandmother Margaret's looming Gothic house at the edge of the woods. The house carried more than creaking floors and antique furniture. It carried something far darker. Margaret had been feared in Ravenshade, whispered to practice the occult. On Emily's first day, the scent of lavender and aged wood hung heavy in the air. Among Margaret's belongings, one object immediately unsettled her: an ornate mirror with a tarnished silver frame, partially shrouded in a velvet cloth. The symbols etched into its frame were strange, almost sinister, but curiosity pulled Emily closer. On the second night, she removed the cloth. The mirror gleamed unnaturally, its surface strangely alive. Her reflection moved a fraction too late, as though reluctant to mimic her. Shaking off her unease, Emily left the study. That night, her dreams turned to nightmares. She stood before the mirror, its surface rippling like black water, while a cold, otherworldly voice hissed her name. Emily! She woke in terror, the air in her room icy and thick with faint, whispering echoes. The house's oppressive energy grew stronger. Shadows darted in her periphery. Objects shifted inexplicably. Every time Emily passed the mirror, she felt it watching her, alive with malice. Terrified, she called her childhood friend Sam, a pragmatic skeptic. He arrived, dismissing her fears as overactive imagination. Together they examined the mirror. Sam ran his fingers over the runes carved into its frame. "These aren't just decorations," he said grimly. "They're ancient, something meant to bind or summon." As he spoke, the air chilled. The mirror's surface shimmered unnaturally. Their reflections twisted and distorted. Emily's reflection grinned grotesquely, though her real face was frozen in fear. Sam's reflection placed a hand on her shoulder, though his hands remained at his sides. Suddenly, their reflections vanished into a black void. Two burning red eyes emerged, accompanied by a guttural, bone-chilling voice. "You should not have awakened me." Emily screamed as the house erupted. Books flew from shelves, windows rattled, and deafening whispers consumed the air. Desperate, they fled and sought Father Marcus, a priest who battled the supernatural. "The mirror is a gateway," Marcus said gravely. "It must be destroyed." That night, armed with holy water and prayers, they confronted the mirror. Its surface writhed, red eyes blazing as a shadowy figure clawed at the glass. "You cannot banish me," it roared. Marcus's chant rose as the house trembled. With a final cry, the mirror shattered. The entity sucked into the void with an agonized scream. Though the house fell silent, Marcus warned Emily to leave. As she drove away, two glowing red eyes stared back at her from the rearview mirror.